That's the way to plan. That's good. That's great. So we're going to try and go through some things rather quickly this evening because the school buses are already gathering at the top of the hill to take you back to school. So we need to get this going as quickly as we can. I know I'm not your regular teacher tonight. I'm your substitute. I've heard how some of the substitute teachers get treated. So we'll try to keep that at a minimum because I brought candy. Okay? I know y'all like candy. So tonight, or this afternoon, it's not really late yet. We've had a long day, I'm sure, so you're really ready to go home for that. But your teacher left me some lesson plans, and there's some names in here that I'm supposed to watch for. One of them is David Garkstein. Is he here? Okay, so I'm going to just kind of watch you a little closer. Do you know him?
No.
Okay, good. Okay, so I'm going to dispense with the lesson plans because I think we can do it without it. Because you're the smart one. I heard that. You told her she was smart.
She married me.
So I want to find out, like I said, I'm not really a teacher, but I'm a substitute. So there may be some things that I don't know a lot about, but you can help me learn, okay? Because you're going to help me learn tonight. I don't know everything. Well, maybe I do. So this cemetery that you've gotten to tour today, which is an awesome field trip, do you know how many people are buried here?
31,000.
Oh, very good. Very nice. Do you know how many people live in the town of New Albany?
74,000.
Wrong! Oh, you're not supposed to teach like that, are you?
But I think that's Floyd County.
It is
teacher. I
Floyd
think that's
County.
Floyd
Very good. That is correct. There are over 74,000 people in the county of Floyd County. How many people live here in New Albany?
About 38.
Depending on what you read, between 36 and 38,000 people. And that stays pretty steady because we all like New Albany. We don't want to go anywhere once we find New Albany. It's a nice place to be. So I just think it's interesting that we have almost as many people buried here as live in the city. I just find that kind of fascinating. So, did your wonderful tour guide tell you what the tallest, biggest monument is here in Fairview? Right there. It's the DePaul Monument. It is the tallest one here. You can kind of see right over the top of the Cynics Vault here, the tippy top of the Culbertson Monument, and you can tell it's just a little bit taller. Do you want to guess which one of those monuments went up first?
Culbertson.
The Culbertson did. So
He went out to him.
So the DePaul has to be bigger and better, right? That's how that works. Okay. Did you know, let's see if you learned this on your day here. Did you know that over here in this area, if you can kind of look back here, there's two stones over here to your right. They're from the Ernie family. They seem to be all by themselves over there. What used to be in this area used to be not really like solid ground. It used to be something else.
We know about that.
It was a lake. I don't know. I think it was a pond. They call it a lake. It's a small area. But it was built in 1877 for the cost of $26,000. But by the time the mid-1920s happened, it was gone. And I read some newspaper articles that talked about that a little bit. Somebody thought it would be really good to put goldfish in that pond. Now, I don't know if you've ever had goldfish with your kids at home. But goldfish are not the cleanest fish. They're pretty nasty. They're carp. They're kind of, yuck. There were over 30,000 goldfish in that pond, and I think it just got to be too much to keep up. So by the mid-20s, they filled it in, and now they bury people there. So that's kind of a cool thing. Let's see. Let's talk about this structure behind me here, or in front of me, the Cynics Vault. A few years ago, the front of the Cynics Vault, the facade was really crumbling and really not for great repair. So the Friends of Fairview, who helps do these tours to the cemetery, along with the city, put some money into it and got a new facade on it. Now the one thing you'll notice about this vault, there's no doors. I think that's a little strange. The doors are actually inside. And at some point they'll be put back on where they need to be. You want to guess how many people are buried in there? What do you think? There are 50 people buried in there. It was built to hold 70, but there are 50 in there. When the facade was down, they actually went in and inventoried and indexed exactly who was there. So there are 50 people. I think that's amazing. So right here behind us used to be the City Vault. And it was built to hold 100 people. Now it's no longer here because we don't need its services anymore. we used to have to put people in cold storage, literally, because in the wintertime, people would die and the ground would be hard. It would be frozen. And we didn't have the machinery that we do today, so people literally had to wait to be buried till the spring thaw. So that's what that did. So something else in this time frame, you see the 1850 date on the Senex vault. So between the 1850 and 1860 time frame, something started happening when people died. We now had undertakers that could do things to preserve bodies. They started doing the process of embalming. We didn't used to do that. Abraham Lincoln actually was very influential in talking about what? It's time to get a classroom interrupted by a golf cart. That's just not right. Does anybody know who he is, that guy? We're not talking about him.
I think he's the troublemaker you thought I was.
That could be. That's very possible. Okay, so what was I saying? I lost my train of thought. The embalming. So when Abraham Lincoln was in office, the whole Civil War was going on. It was a great time for medicine at that time frame because nurses came on the scene, and President Lincoln really wanted families to have their loved ones back when they were killed in battle. And he really was the one who started pushing this whole embalming thing. So it's just, I don't know, it's just fascinating to me. It's a little tidbit of information. So now, as your substitute teacher, my job tonight is to find out what you learned from these other people that are here doing presentations. So in the very first presentation, you met the La Follette family. What is significant about the La Follettes in New Albany and Floyd County history? I have to give you a tootsie roll now. Mr. La Follette, which Mr. La Follette was the first settler in Floyd County or New Albany? Don't remember?
Do I give
No, you can keep it. No, you can keep it. Was it D.W. or was it Robert? It was D.W. That's
Oh.
okay. It's okay. 50-50
I'll
chance.
split it.
So the fun thing about that presentation tonight is that the lady doing the presentation, her name is Marty, but she is the 5th great-granddaughter of Mr. La Follette, of Robert La Follette. So that's kind of neat to have those family connections when that happens. Your second stop was with Jacob, and he represented who? Tooley. What was the first name? Davis Floyd Tooley. And why is Davis Floyd significant to Floyd County history?
Named after,
Are you sure?
according to my gentleman over there.
Yeah, I know, but you know, he may not be completely right.
Well, it could have been the governor of Virginia.
Oh, could have? Okay. Okay.
But
So
I do know a couple, about 10 years ago, there was a lawyer in New Albany, and he put together,
This lovely book.
well, and he also went to the county council, and they
Oh.
made the official vote to
They did.
say
I did
that,
not know that.
or that Floyd County is named for Davis Floyd.
Well, how about that? Now, I'm
So
going to have
it's
to use
official.
that. Well, it's official.
Yes.
Sealed.
May not be right.
But it's
Official,
official.
right. That's correct. I
Oh,
like
good
that.
to know. I did not know that. Okay, so coming on around the other end of the presentations tonight, you heard some things about the Scribner family. Now, why is the Scribner name important in New Albany history? There's three. They're the founders. What were the names of the 3 brothers? And who is buried up there on the corner? There's 2 of them that are buried there. Nathaniel and Joel are buried there, but Abner is not. We're not positive where he is. We think he might be in Tennessee. Okay. So you met a female Scribner. Who was that? Miss Hattie. And Miss Hattie is important to us for a lot of reasons, but mostly because she is a historian. She is the family historian for the Scribners. She's also an amazing storyteller. She was born where? In the Scribner house, and she died where? In the Scribner house. Where's the Scribner house? On Main Street, next to the Y. You know where that is. Get down there. Maybe your mom and dad will take you down for a tour of that. That's a great thing to do. Let's see. What else do I want to tell you about them? Then there's a man that was up there. He had some real big significance to New Albany and Floyd County. He was a surveyor. What was his name? What was his name, Sue?
John Kennedy Graham.
John Kennedy Graham. Very good. What did he do? He was a surveyor, so what did he survey? The city of New
Plan.
Albany. He platted the city of New Albany, all those streets and grant lines and all those things that he did. Pretty amazing. He was also a state legislator. He was also on the committee that formed the Indiana Constitution. So it was a pretty big deal. And then we come around to the last presentation that you saw, and that was what family? The
Morrison.
Morrisons.
Yeah.
And their significance in history. was
Artist. Famous
a
artist.
famous artist. What
Yeah.
did he paint?
Himself.
He did paint himself.
Landscapes.
He did some landscapes,
Self-portrait.
portraits,
Other
and other
portraits.
portraits of
Other
important
Very
people
important.
in our county and our town. So you've learned a lot. You were a really good class, and I'm going to end it up there because the school buses seriously are there ready to take you back to school. I want to tell you that when you get to the top of the hill, I'm probably stealing your thunder, Amy, there is a survey to fill out so that we can know how to do things better when we do this next year. Also, there are cookies and water, and I want to tell you about the Carnegie Center that is doing a really awesome thing right now through December the 14th. There is a display in the Sally Newkirk Gallery of Morrison paintings, the real ones. And they also have 3 that are downstairs in the basement that are waiting to be restored, so ask them about those. And there's also a wonderful display of memorabilia from Fairview Cemetery, so check that out. It's free. Your mom and dads would we'd love to take you to that because it's free, it doesn't cost you a dime. Go and check it out. You were amazing. My best group yet. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And I wanted to let you know that your teacher for this evening is Mary Mumford, and she has been a school nurse for 20 years.
I'm retired.
She retired, and she's also played a Civil War nurse sometimes in reenacting. So she's also an actress and does a very fine job. And thank you very much. Yes. So thank you so much. Now we're on our own. I'm going to let you go up to the front. I'm going to follow you or come up with you. If you have questions, feel free to ask me them. But I will assure you, you have a better expert in Ed, certainly, and David as well, than you have in me. And so I hope you all have enjoyed your trip here to the cemetery and have a wonderful evening.